ask a little bit about the university research, and do we have it funded at the right levels? Do you need more? I'd love to get your feedback on it. But specifically, University of Nebraska is very involved. I mean, we have a UARC that works on WMD and WMD detection. They are the Ebola Center of Excellence in our country. I mean, they were one of the hubs during the Ebola crisis, for example. They do foot and mouth disease detection, which could be weaponized, and they're doing a lot of the research there. They have a cyber research center. So I just want to get your feedback from you all. Is this just the research with our universities at all, are you seeing good dividends, or can you just give me your thoughts on it? Can we fund it more, or should we? Just whoever would like to tackle
it. So I'll give you my standard answer. It depends. I think there's an assumption sometimes that we should start with the assumption we're going to do everything internally. We have fantastic laboratories and fantastic people in them, but there's so much talent, as you well know, outside of the department and outside of the government laboratories. So especially on the earlier stage research, we always work very closely with the universities. Our proposal calls, especially for the very early stage research, are really aimed at that community. And that's the foundation, that's a seed corn for what we build from. And as I mentioned before, we're exploring the use of consortia and professional societies and other things that will help us to get at that academic community a little more efficiently. So I think it's very good, and I've come from an academic background and spent several years running a university institute, so I am sensitive to the question. There are times, though, where it has to cross over into classified areas and more sensitive issues, so sometimes we do have to bring it in-house.
I would say in this case, they have vaults.
True, I was about to say.
Those folks have security clearances, at least the ones that University of Nebraska do.
Right, I was going to add, we've worked to actually get clearances for a lot of people, so in some cases they don't have to have the facilities.
Right.
At least we can draw them in as consultants. And then, as you point out, we have other places that do have those facilities. They can actually do classified work. We just want to make sure, because of academia, they want to publish.
Right.
So there's kind of a balance there.
My sense is in this case, they like serving the customer, which is you. And that's my impression. They're proud of it. Admiral, do you have any other thoughts?
Only, and it's not really related to CWMD, but since you're asking, I just recently visited Johns Hopkins Applied University Applied Physics Lab on AI and some other things they're doing for SOCOM, and I just was nodding my head based on your comment there, because they're some very talented people, and they do want to help, and as Mr. Oxford mentioned earlier, they're really interested in national security, even if you can't pay them a lot, because we don't have a lot of those skills in uniform, in either CWMD or in AI, and I think we're trying to make them, leverage the full power of that human capital in the universities.
Any other comments?
I think we are funding the UARC in Nebraska, but I'll get back to verify that. We recognize that just based on our work with Stratcom and others out there, that there is a center out there that we are related to. We get you the details on what that looks like.
I just know they're very proud of it. They put a lot of emphasis. In fact, I was just talking to the president of the university today, talking about how much he enjoys working this. And maybe my just closing question or comment for the Admiral is, they do have a UARC, and they were working close with Stratcom when they had the mission for WMD, but now that's moved over to SOCOM. I just hope you all continue to build on that relationship, because they have 350 researchers, 65 subcontracts working WMD and WD detection, and I know they want to continue to serve in this capacity, even more so now that's even a SOCOM. They don't want to stop. So thank you.